Okay, in the last lecture we have made our GitLab pages like this, and as I said before, you will use these GitLab pages, GitLab repositories, to share your files with me in your exam, and we will also put all the codes we write in the lectures like this to here. And I can also see in your repositories, you will add me as a member to your repository, so I can download, I can upload, I can change something, I can read everything you write here. So this is quite useful. In the exam you will also we will give you this kind of information. For example, just type this one and download your repository into the computer you work on now in the exam, and then solve your questions in the exam, then upload your answers from the computer to the GitLab. We will say later we will download from your GitLab to our own computers, and then we will check your results. Okay, we will work on GitLab like this. So when you make a new repository, you will see this kind of a page. This is template of GitLab. I didn't write these. These are coming with this readme file. When you make your own repository, you probably also have this readme file. Only this computer program in 2022 is written by ourselves. Now I will add all these 7 Python codes. Let me jump to this here, save my code, and list what I did today as lecture 4. I will add all my 7 Python codes and these 2 txt files into my GitLab repository, and I will also ask you to put your codes into your repository. Okay, but how do we do that? How do we upload these files to here? We first need to clone or download this repository into our computer here. To do that, we use git clone command, as it is shown here, git clone command. Okay, we need to download this computer programming 2022 repository into our computer. To do that, we need to copy this link by clicking clone and copy this HTTPS link. Then come to your terminal and just type git clone and paste this link you copied from here by just right click paste, or you can also type git clone and then press middle click. It will also paste on Ubuntu. Then when you press enter, you may see an error saying you don't have Git on your computer, because in our Ubuntu installation repository, Ubuntu installation instructions, we didn't download Git. We decided to use Git later. So if you cannot download this computer programming repository on your computer using this git clone command, if you get an error, you can just type sudo apt-get install git on your computer. When you do that, it will install a small package, I think, and then you will be able to use git clone and this link you copied here, git clone and the link you copied. When you press enter, it will ask you to write your username here. You can directly write your username. Your username should be your student ID underscore your name underscore your surname. I know it's not easy to type every time, but because we will make this process automatic, we need you to make your username like that. So please write your username like here, Then when you press enter, it will ask you to type your password here, but when you type something you will not see here on the terminal. So try to type your password correctly, and then if you check the if you list the files in the location you work on, you will see that there will be a folder named Computer Programming 2022. If you go into this one, now you are in the GitLab repository located on here, which is downloaded to your computer. Okay, so this readme file is this readme file actually. So if we put some files here, we can also see them here, right? So we will do that. But to make it like clearer, please first generate two folders as lecture 4 and midterm exam. Please use exactly the same as this one, because when I download your exam results, exam answers, I will write this one directly, and I just want to download this folder. So if you type like midterm exam, it's different than this one, right? So please write midterm exam as one word, and E is capital, M is capital. Okay, first make these two directories, list them, then move the files you have generated, the Python codes and the txt files, for example, into the lecture 4. You can use star.py and star.txt to lecture 4. Star means all the files with the extension of py, all the files with the extension of txt, for example. Now we will copy or move all these files written in white from the lecture 4 folder, which is the upper directory, to this lecture 4 folder. Okay, now if you list with ls star, you will see that all our codes are here in written in Python language. Okay, we cannot add folders which are empty onto GitLab, but we can add some empty files in them, and then we can upload those folders into GitLab. So let's use the touch command to add readme files into lecture4.md and touch midterm exam readme.md. Okay, if you list with star again, you will see that we both have the readme.md here, and also it's here. This readme.md is this readme.md. These two are empty. You can also type some things on it. Let's go to the midterm exam folder, for example. You will see your readme file of midterm exam. If you open that one, and if you just type here something, for example, this repository is for my midterm exam. Now I will save this file and close. You can check it with cat. Okay, where am I? I'm in my midterm exam folder. I will go back. Now let's upload these folders into this GitLab. To do that, we need 3 commands: git add, git commit, and git push. Okay, so use these: git add. Now when we say git add and press tab, terminal shows us which folders, and if we change this file, for example, which folders and files have been changed after the last use of GitLab. Okay, now we changed these 2 folders, so it shows us these 2. You can directly write like lecture 2, lecture 4 and midterm exam. You can also add some of the files, or you can just use a dot here after a space, in between dot and add there's a space. You can use this dot to apply all the changes. Okay, dot means apply all the changes. Then you need to commit, you need to leave me a message, git commit -m. In between the quotation marks you can write add files or add scripts, for example. We just type some scripts, we wrote some scripts, and we are adding these scripts into our GitLab repository. When I press enter, it will show me which files have been added. Okay, these are created. If I deleted this readme md, I would also see here delete mode readme md. Okay, so currently I just created some files. Then the last command is git push origin main. Just type it git push origin main and press enter. It will ask your username and your password. Now all done. If you go to your GitLab page and if you refresh the page, you will see that your lecture 4 folder and midterm exam folder are here now. In the lecture 4 folder you can see all the codes you added, or in the midterm exam you can see your readme file and the explanation of the repository added into this readme file. Okay, as I do here, as I prepare here repositories to explain everything to you, you can also change your readme file and write some notes to yourself. For example, you can also make similar repositories as this one in your GitLab page. Okay, and okay, this is all for this lecture. Please read all these repositories again and again, because in the computer programming course you need to repeat all the knowledge. You need to use your knowledge very frequently to get used to use it. Okay, so that's all for today.